Hello future tech leaders, I'm Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
In the last session, we were discussing about the publication list and suppression list, and this list, right? We talked about the data extensions and then how we can create the data extension, different type of data extensions and these things. And then we moved on to the publication list. That why do we need the publication list? And how do we make sure that if the subscriber is opted out for a particular category, then the subscriber should not receive the email again, right? And we had created two publication lists, Amazon Electronics and Amazon Fashion. We had sent the email communication to these three subscribers using this particular publication list, right? Now you all must have received the email, right? In the email, you must have seen that update profile link. What do you need to do that? You need to copy that link and then paste it over here in the chat window. And then I'll show you that. What other things are there in that particular link? You won't see Amazon Electronics over there. Let me show you what was the email. Do you want to mute? Thank you. By the name Amazon on it. It would be by publication list demo. This would be the subject line of the email that you might have received. The promotion tab. Can you see any profile, right? You need to copy that link and paste it over here. Whenever we send the email, and we have to include this update profile link that the customer or the user can click on this particular link and can update the profile or change the preferences, change the subscriptions and all. How our user can do that? Let's take a look at it. When we click on that it opens up this particular page and it has got two different pages inside it. One is the profile center in which we can update the profile. For example, the email address, first name, last name, country data. But all these are the profile attributes, right? That's what we over here. If you go to the profile management, all the profile attributes will be visible over here. That whatever we will create over here, like 21st profile attributes, all this way, all these attributes will be populated over here and we can update the information. What are we going to update? We click on the update button and it will be updated. Next, all these things are the preferences. It is coming from the preference center page, or we can say preference management. Whatever the preferences will create, it will be populated over here in the My Preferences. Let's say I want to receive the WhatsApp communication. I can click on this. I can click on Update. What will happen? For my profile, the preferences like for WhatsApp communication will be yes, and later on what we can do, we can create a group on all subscribers list. That I want to filter all the reports on all the subscribers who wants to receive WhatsApp communication, and then I can send them the WhatsApp communication. Or maybe, like if they want to receive the advertising email. We keep each other preferences using the preference attributes, and they will be populated over here. Next thing, if any of the subscriber wants to unsubscribe from all the communication, then what the subscriber can click on this particular checkbox and click on Update. This will basically change the status of the subscriber to unsubscribe. We'll talk about the subscriber status in detail in a while, but for now, let's take a look at it. That subscriber has got multiple statuses, right? If it is active, it means Marketing Cloud will send the email to this particular email address without any problem. But if it is unsubscribed, then Marketing Cloud will exclude the subscriber from the email communication at the time of the send. When we click on this, the status of the subscriber will become unsubscribed. Next, we have a subscription center page that we are going to talk about in detail, which is related to this publication list. When we create a publication list, we have that checkbook of making it public or not, right? When we make it public, which means that it will be available on this particular subscription center page. Now, if you want to make it public, then it won't be available. We have created these two publication lists, Amazon Electronics and Amazon Fashion, right? These two publications are available over here. Now, if I'll go to this and if I'll uncheck the checkbox and click on Save, then what will happen? That it will be. Let me refresh this page. That publication list is not available on my page right now, right? It will be hidden, or it will be like it will not be visible over here on the page. Now checkbox says that you are a part of this particular publication list. Now we have multiple publication list, right? Entertainment, finance, footwear, Amazon, fashion, and all these things, right? But your subscription center page. Subscription center page is exclusive, or is exclusive to that particular subscriber only. Each and every subscriber will have its own subscription center page. We have this query estimate, this query string. This long query string contains the information about the subscriber. That all this information is getting passed using this query string. If I'll open the preference center page using my subscriber, then it will show my information, right? My email address, and all the thing is that I'll show my information right now. Whatever the changes that I'll make over here, it will be updated in this particular subscriber. Let's go to subscription center page now. Marketing Cloud. Now how Marketing Cloud handles that. That if I want to receive communication to a particular category, and how I can opt out. I have all this publication list. We can see these are the different categories, and I can choose that. What I can say that. I'm also interested in Photovia. That what will happen, and I'll click on Update button. But before that, let's check out the footwear. It has got 2 subscribers already. Then what will happen? My subscriber will also be added into footwear category. Right now, these are the two different. Let's click on update button. It might take some time, but it will be added over here now at the time of the send. How Marketing Cloud, uses these publication lists to make sure that the opted out subscribers don't receive the email messages. First of all, what we will do, we'll create the email message. We'll choose the data extension in which we have the target audience. Let's say in the target audience, we have 10 subscribers. Now, whenever we send the email communication using data extension, we are selecting a publication list. That's it. In that we see that publication list is Amazon Electronics, in which we have 3 different subscribers. Now out of these 10 subscribers, Marketing Cloud will go and check that whether these subscribers are present in their publication list or not. There could be two situations. One is that if those 10 subscribers are present in this publication list or not. Case number 1, that if they are present in the publication list. Now second step is that if they are present, what is the status? If the status is active, then Marketing Cloud will send them the email. Sorry, Marketing Cloud will send them the email without any problem. But if they have opted out, the status will change for this particular list to unsubscribe. Now, in that case, Marketing Cloud will exclude these subscribers from the email center. That is the case number 1. Case number 2 could be that if the subscriber is not present in the publication list at that point of time, Marketing Cloud will automatically add these subscribers to the publication list. That's what we already saw. First of all, we created this list and there were no subscribers. If Marketing Cloud finds that there is no subscriber in this publication list that we are sending, Marketing Cloud will automatically add. And if they are already added, then Marketing Cloud will check their status. If it is active, send it without any problem. And if it is unsubscribed, then exclude them. Let's refresh this and see whether the subscriber has been added or not. Input. We have 3 subscribers. I have to refresh the entire page. Now, if I'll go over here and I'll say that I don't want to receive the email communication related to the Amazon Electronics, then what will happen? My status for that particular publication list, that is Amazon Electronics, will be flipped into unsubscribe. Next time when the Marketing Team Cloud will send the email to this particular email address to this particular subscriber using the same publication list, then it will check what is the status. If it is active, then send it, normally. Otherwise, let's do this. If it is unsubscribed, sometimes it, does this kind of problems, but it is added. Maybe it will be available on the II in some time, but it is added. Next one, let's say I want to unsubscribe to Amazon Electronics. And then what I want to do, I want to click on Save button. Whenever I want to, target the customers related to the Amazon Electronics. Since we have opted out for this particular category, the marketing curve will see that the subscriber has opted out. We will not send the communication to this particular, but this will be a part of our target date extension, our target list at the time of the send. Since the status of that subscriber in the publication list is unsubscribed, that particular subscribe will be excluded. It might take some time, but the status will change from active to unsubscribed. Anybody has any doubt? Great. This was all about the publication list, that how we can use a publication list to manage different categories and make sure that customers are receiving values. That are they like, that they have opted in. Next we have a suppression list, and then we have the exclusion list. What are suppression list? As the name says, that we are going to suppress the context. We are going to exclude the subscribers. But how do we do that? We have two different ways. We can click on create button, and then we can say Amazon, do not contact. We have created this suppression list. It is very easy. We just have to give a DL, and then let's make it public as well. And then we'll click on the save button easily, that we click on this either. What we can do, we can import the data. In publication list, we cannot import the data. Here we have the option to import the data. That is the first thing. In case of obligation list, we don't have this option to import the data. Let me show you. We can only export the data. And the only way to add the subscribers here is to, whenever we send the email, the marketing turn will automatically add the subscriber. In suppression list, either we can add the subscribers, or the subscriber can also add them into the suppression list. Now, what is the advantage? Or how do we use a suppression list? At the time of the send, you must have seen that we want to exclude the subscribers. We can use the suppression list. Let's say we want to maintain a do not contact list, or we want to maintain a list for the blog customers. This would be our spam customers. This could be our, competitors, and we don't want to send them an email communication ever. What we can do? We can create one list, and we can, put all the subscriber to one list, and at the time of the email sent, we can choose that suppression list. Let's say I think earlier we saw the guides and right. This is also a way of sending the email, and that is called the send flow. Here we choose the subject line and the center class fiction, these things. After that, we will have to choose the data extension, and here we have the section for the suppression list. Right now we have to do with suppression list, and that's the Amazon. Do not contact this site. If we'll put them over here, that what will happen then? At the time of the email send, it will check that in the target date extension if that subscriber isn't present in this particular list or not. If that subscriber is present, then it means it will be excluded from the email send. And if a subscriber, the target detection, is not present in the suppression list, then that subscribe will not be excluded. Now, using the import, we just have to click on the import button and follow all the steps like field mapping and all these things otherwise. Let me refresh this page. We have this episode, do not contact list, right? We can make it available on the page, and then if somebody doesn't want to receive, any communication, right? Then either we have this option to unsubscribe, or what we can do. We can even have this do not contact list, and they can click on this and click on update button. What will happen? That they will be a part of our suppression list, and we can exclude them from our site. This is taking some more time. It will be added in some time. Suppression list is used to exclude the subscribers, and the subscribers could be our spam customers or who don't want to receive the communication on Next we have the exclusion list, but exclusion list is a no virtual concept. You won't be able to see anything physically over here. It doesn't have a separate list or separate physical existence, which we can call it a exclusion list. Exclusion list is just a name given to any data extension, a list, or a group that we use for the exclusion. What happens is that here we don't have. Let me show you in the B tested. Exclusion list is also used to exclude the subscribers. Now, what is the difference between the suppression list and the exclusion list? Because in the functionality, functionality wise, both are same, like both are getting used to exclude the subscribers. My suppression list is, like it has a different physical existence, and we use it generally to exclude the subscribers permanently. It's not a type of customers. We are just excluding them from a particular email send. We maintain this list that we can use it every time we are sending the email communication. Let me click on this, create a B test and show you the exclusion list. In the normal send also, we can use exclusion list, but it is not showing us distinctively. Let's choose any email. I'm just choosing any random email for now. Here it is. We have suppression list and then we have the exclusive list. When we click on choose the list and it shows three different things, write a list and groups or the data extensions. Either we can choose a data extension or the list of the group to exclude the subscribers. If with the targeted extension, it find that that particular record that the subscriber is present in the data extension that we have chosen as exclusion list, then that will be excluded. What are the different use cases? Let's say we have target extension of 100 subscribers, and out of 100 subscribers, there are 10 subscribers to whom we have already sent the communication, and now we don't want to send them the email. Maybe because of some other campaign, or maybe manually, but we have already communicated to them and we don't want to send them again. Right, what we can do, we can create another data extension in which we can put all those 10 subscribers, and then that's a data extension, any data extension. B, we can use it as an exclusion list that these 10 subscribers are excluded. This is for the temporary exclusion. Whereas the suppression list we created for the permanent exclusion, that if you want to exclude these subscribers every time we send the email, or this will be excluded from every email sent. But exclusion list is for the no specific use cases. That if something happens, then we will use another date extension. When we click on the suppression list, you will only find the suppression list over here. There are two main differences. One is that the suppression list has its own physical existence, but the exclusion list is just a name which is given to any list or data extension or a group that we can use for the exclusion. Now, what are the similarities? These two lists are used for the exclusion, and there's one more difference, based on the use cases. Suppression list is used generally for the permanent exclusion that we have to exclude from all the events, whereas the exclusion list is just used for the specific use cases of product temporary purposes. That if you were to exclude from a particular events, and in that case, we talked about what is all subscribers list. Now you must have understood that we all talk about either list or the date extension. Now in list, we have different kind of list. We have all subscribers list, which is a pastor list, and then we have a user defined list that we can create. And then if you want to segment the list or if you want to filter the list, then we have groups. And then if you want to maintain the set like category of company, category of different publications, then we have publicationist. If you want to exclude, then we have suppression is and the exclusiveness type, and then we have data extensions. In the data extension, we have the filter, data restriction, random data extension, and then we have different ways that how we can create the data extensions. But all these things we are doing to prepare a target audience or the exclude, right? We are creating a list or a group or a data extension, whatever it is, to create a target audience. And if you want to exclude them, we are creating the suppression store, the exclusion list. If you are excluding them also, the final reason that we get that is our final count or final customers or the final target audience. Subscribers, we talk about the subscribers and to prepare how we can prepare the audience. Now, once the audience is prepared, once we know these are target customers and we are restoring them either in the data extension or the list or the group, whatever it is. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.